Let us learn one of the important topics in Excel, which is number formatting. Let us continue entering more information about the books that we have in our bookstore. Let's say we want to enter the maximum retail price for each of these books. So I'm going to click on cell D1 and start typing. This is the maximum retail price for this specific book. Now I am in cell D2. I'm going to enter 159.00, enter. And you see what Excel did there. It reacted to my 159 differently than 599.95. And so why is Excel doing this? Excel is trying to understand what type of information I'm entering, and it auto formats accordingly. So for example here, since I'm entering a number and it detects that I don't have anything after the decimal point, so it shortens it and stores only 159 instead of 159.00. And you can see what Excel is storing in a cell by looking at the formula bar here, and it's only 159. And whereas if I click on cell D1, you can see that it stored 599.95. So Excel doesn't throw away anything. It just throws away things that it believes will not change the content of the cell. So here it removed the two zeros after the decimal point and the decimal point because it doesn't change the value of the number. But Excel is built to handle different types of data. For example, the first two columns of information we entered were text type, which is just alphabets, and you can have numbers in it, but it had alphabets in it. Those are text type of data. And then we had the year in which the book was published, which is more a whole number, and it didn't include any decimal places. Here we want to show the decimal places because we want all the prices to be in a uniform fashion instead of some of them having decimals and some of them not. The good thing about Excel is even though it auto formats and tries to help us in formatting, it also gives you total control over how you would like the information to be displayed. And now we are entering into this area of number formatting. So we can change the number format for this cell for it to start showing decimal places. When you have a cell selected, you can see the number format for this specific cell by looking at this area here in your home ribbon in the number command box here or the menu area. You can see that what type of number format has been applied to the specific cell. And when you click on this to see the drop down menu, you can see the different number format options you have to change to. And you can also click on more number formats here, and that will take you to the format cells dialog box. And you can also get to this dialog box very easily by pressing Control and 1 together, and that will take you to the format cells quickly, and that can be a very handy shortcut for you. And you can see here that this format cells dialog box has many tabs here. The first thing we will be talking about would be about this number area, and this is where you control the number format of the cells. And here you can see all the options here, and when you choose one or the other, you will see more settings and options become available to you, so you have total control over how the information is displayed and formatted in your worksheet. So I'm going to close this now, and in addition to the format cells dialog box, you can also see the most commonly used options and settings readily available to you in one click. So you can use these, for example, the percentage, accounting formatting, increasing and decreasing the decimal places can all be done with one click from this menu. So when you have a cell selected, and then if you go and choose a different number format, that is applied to the cell that you select. It's also possible that you can select multiple cells and then change the number format for that set of cells that will be applied to all the cells selected. So this is where selecting multiple cells that we studied in the previous videos will become very helpful to you so that you can change the number format for multiple cells very quickly. And before we move on to learn in detail about each of the different number formats available, one thing you have to remember is that these number formats only impact how the information is displayed on the screen. It does not change what is actually stored in those cells. For example, here you can see that in this cell D2, 159 is what is stored in it, and it's also displayed as 159. But if we apply a different number format by choosing, let's say, accounting or currency, let me choose currency, it's going to choose 159 in dollars with two decimal places automatically applied, but it still only stores 159 as a number. So keep in mind that the number formats that we will apply will not change what is stored in the cell. It will only change how it is displayed in the worksheet to the user. This is very, very important to know. Now that we have covered that, let's move into how we can use all these number formats to change how the information is displayed in our worksheet.